Today we're going to make your basic cookie dough that you can make multiple cookies out of. You will need flour, salt, baking soda, a box of vanilla instant pudding, Crisco, margarine, regular sugar, brown sugar, vanilla, and eggs. And whatever kind of candy that you want to put into the cookies. Okay, first thing we do is measure out your flour, 2 1/4 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 box of vanilla instant pudding. Put it in a bowl for later. In our mixer, we have our 2 eggs, half a cup of Crisco, half a cup of margarine, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 3/4 cup of sugar, and 3/4 cup of brown sugar. And then we're going to cream all that together. Once our sugar and eggs and vanilla are all creamed together, then you add some of the flour mixture. Add about half of it, and then mix it up some more on low first until it starts mixing up. Then you can turn it on a little bit faster. Let that cream together. Add the rest of your flour and let it all cream together for about 3 minutes. Once all your ingredients are all creamed together, we'll take it off the mixer. I'm also going to show you how to substitute some of the flour with oatmeal and make oatmeal raisin cookies out of the same basic recipe. Okay, now comes the fun part. You decide what kind of cookie you want to make. Do you want to make chocolate chip cookies? Do you want to make M&M cookies? Reese's Pieces cookies? You can put any of these in there, whatever your kids like. And this way, you can take this same dough, you can split it in half and make half M&M, half chocolate chip. That way, everybody gets their favorite. And you just mix your favorite candy into the dough. And if you want to make uniform cookie dough balls out of the dough, just put it in the refrigerator for about an hour so it firms up, so you can roll dough balls. Me, I just drop it on a cookie sheet with 2 tablespoons and bake it in the oven. And the vanilla pudding makes your cookies so they're really nice and soft and they don't dry out. Now, when I was talking about dropping them by tablespoonfuls, you just get 2 tablespoons like this. Take one, just flip it off into the pan, just like that. And you don't have to roll them. You just put them in the cookie sheet just like that. Usually you can fit a dozen, sometimes a little over a dozen on a cookie sheet. Got them spaced out so they could have room to grow. Always use parchment paper, because that way when they're done you can just put them on the table and let them cool right on the parchment paper, and it's easy cleanup for your pans. So they go in the oven on 365 for 12 minutes and they'll be done. Now we're going to take the same basic recipe that I just showed you and we're going to do it just a little bit different so we can make oatmeal raisin cookies. So you still have the salt, baking soda, and pudding in here. What we changed was, instead of putting 2 1/4 cups of flour, we only put 1 1/4 cup of flour and 1 cup of instant oats. Make sure they're instant oats. You don't want the kind that have to bake a long time. You want the instant oats. And we took a cup of raisins, put in hot water so they can soak, so they get soft before we put them in the cookies. That is a very important step. Make sure you soak your raisins beforehand. That way they get nice and soft. So first, we cream together the butter, eggs, vanilla, margarine, and Crisco, just like we did before. Cream that all together till it's nice and incorporated. Once all that is creamed together, then we add some of our flour mixture with our oatmeal in it. About half. Start it on low. Mix that together. And just add a little bit more at a time. Till it gets nice and mixed together. Once all your ingredients but your raisins are mixed together, you strain your raisins that you had soaking in hot water. You add them to your mixture and just mix it on low very slowly, just so the raisins get mixed together with everything else. You don't want to smash up the raisins. You just want to mix very slightly. And then bake them off just like you did the other cookies, 365 for 12 minutes. And you have oatmeal raisin cookies also with the same basic recipe. So you can make oatmeal raisin, chocolate chip, M&M, Reese's Pieces, chocolate, walnut, basically any kind of candy type cookie. You can just add the candies to the basic dough recipe and make your favorite. These are the oatmeal raisin cookies, all put on the pan with parchment paper, and they go in the oven at 365 for 12 minutes, just like the M&M cookies. If you want to have dough that you can ball up instead of just spooning it on the pan, you can add 1 cup of flour to your dough and it'll be stiffer, so you can roll it into balls if you like. And here is your soft and chewy M&M cookie. If you like my recipes, please like and subscribe to my channel, and hope you enjoyed your cookies. And here is your nice soft and chewy oatmeal raisin cookies, made with the same basic dough recipe as the M&M cookies. I hope you enjoy the recipe that I shared with you to make cookies with the same dough. All you do is add different candies to it, or you can add oatmeals and raisins to it. You can add butterscotch chips to it, anything you can think of, nuts. As long as you use the basic dough recipe, you can add whatever kind of extra candies or nuts that you'd like. Cook it at 365 for 12 to 15 minutes, depending on how golden you like them, and enjoy. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and enjoy my dessert cookbook on Amazon